Okay, so as you can tell by the title of this video, my little girl's joining me. I'm at Optic Hecz. Hector Rodriguez, the 37-year-old phenom, as he likes to call himself. So let's back up first. We flew to Charlotte for a wedding at the beginning of March, right after I got back from Columbus, Ohio. I went to the Arnold, got home from the Arnold on a Sunday, was here Monday, Tuesday, drove to Rochester on Wednesday, and got up first thing Thursday morning, flew to Charlotte. We had a direct flight to Charlotte. We found out Saturday afternoon, around Saturday morning, that we were getting a big snowstorm at home. It was going to be a nor'easter, dropping somewhere, so around a foot of snow. I'm sorry if I sound like shit. I've been sick for the last 2 days. Dropping a big nor'easter, probably around a foot of snow at home. So we talked about it and decided we were supposed to fly back Tuesday. We talked and decided that we were going to call the airline on Sunday and try to get our flight changed to Monday. It's called Sunday. They got us a flight out. Now to travel day. We went from Charlotte, Chicago. Got to Chicago. Our plane is delayed by an hour, which was a good thing because if we were not delayed, we would have missed our flight home. So we got lunch, went to the gate. Well, they overbooked the plane tremendously. When I say overbooked the plane, there was probably 7 people waiting to know if they're going on this flight. So they offered us 2 vouchers, $500 a piece, to stay and take a flight the following morning. We agreed to do that, considering we were going to fly back anyway on Tuesday. But we said that's fine. We'll take the vouchers. We might want a trip later this year, or they're good for a year. So we're like, you know what? We're going to travel the next day anyway. We'll take the vouchers. So we took the vouchers. Long story short, all flights got canceled from, after they booked us, all flights got canceled from Tuesday and Wednesday. The earliest they can get us out was Wednesday morning. We take an Uber over to Woodfield Mall. Guy drops us off. We walk in. I've never been to the place before in my life, so I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where all the good stores are, if they're good stores. I don't care. I'm just trying to kill time. So we get to the mall, and I wander over to Lids for no particular reason at all. I see a Lids. I'm like, hey, let's walk into Lids. So I walk into Lids, and I am looking up. I'm looking at hats along the wall. Obviously, I'm in Lids. I'm looking at hats. Allie's talking to me. Over here, 2 guys at the counter. Talking to the guy at the counter. Can I see that hat? I'm in a hat store. Of course he's asking to see that hat. So I walk around like the kiosk in the back. There's a little display. I walk around the back and I come back through, and Allie's still talking to me. We were probably discussing lunch or something. And as I'm walking out, I look and I recognize Mixwell. And I'm like, wait, that's Mixwell. So then I turn around and look at Allie. And I pointed at Hector, and I realized it was him at first, and I pointed, and she realized who it was and got a very surprised look on her face. So it was really weird. I literally watched his daily vlog a half hour before the mall while we were waiting for the Uber. So I stopped him. I'm like, hey man, what's up? And we shot the shit for a minute, for I don't know, 5-10 minutes. He said he was there to take Mixwell to the dentist, which was funny. Allie's a dentist. We could have done that right there in Lids. Here's the moral of the story. I know hundreds of people have met the guy. You ran into Hector at events or whatever. Most of these people, being younger kids, love Call of Duty, love esports. I don't watch esports as much as I used to. I feel like the last 2 Call of Duty games have been ass. Here's why I enjoyed meeting Hector. I'm impressed with what Hector has done with his life, and it was really cool to meet the guy. First of all, he was down to earth. He was cool as hell. And it was just fun to shoot the shit with him. We didn't have a ton of time. I know he's busy. He's got his own day. Probably gets stopped by people before. So I'm like, I don't want to feel weird, awkward. Like, it's cool to meet the guy. I tweeted out a photo of it. He retweeted it. And the next morning, I was on my way to the airport, which our flight got canceled, and we were stuck in Chicago for 2 more days. We actually never flew home until Friday. Hector gave us a shout out in the vlog. So Hector, if you watch this, I appreciate the shout out. We did not make it home when we thought we were, but we made it home a couple days later. So there you go. But the reason I enjoy meeting Hector is I enjoy watching his vlogs. I admire his business sense. I'm a big golfer. And I can honestly say I grew up in the time when I watched Tiger Woods change, what golfers made, the money involved. I can honestly say that what Hector's done with his organization, I watched it expand. The viewerships, the money coming in, the sponsors. And let's be honest, Hector is one step ahead of everybody else, if not two, in the game. He has grown more than one esport. He's grown his own brand. He's grown that organization. I mean, for crying out loud, the guy has a sponsorship from Turtle Wax. He has he has esports teams. He's got a Turtle Wax sponsorship. He's two steps ahead of the game. I admire his business sense. To be honest with you, I wish I had more time. I wish I could have met him in a different setting. And I would love, Hector, I'd love to buy you a beer. I'd love to sit down and talk business strategies and just pick your brain. I think it's great what you've done. Appreciate you've done business-wise. I admire that. The fact that you quit your job when your wife was 7-8 months pregnant to take a risk, and you've provided for your family, and you've literally changed the lives of a lot of people by giving them an opportunity. I'm impressed. So I think when it comes to his business and the way he does things, that's awesome. So Hector, from the 31-year-old phenom to the 37-year-old phenom, I appreciate you, man. Maybe someday we can sit down, we can talk business, I can pick your brain, and just enjoy a good conversation about business and your strategies. I think it'd be awesome to listen to and hear. And hell, maybe one day I'll take a trip out back to Chicago when I'm not stuck for 4 days. Maybe we can do a podcast. I also think it's great that Hector truly holds his players and his organization to a higher standard. I work for a Fortune 500 company. I understand finance, and I can tell you that someday these kids are going to thank him for the guidance he's given them. So when they are done doing whatever it is they're doing with him, and they go on to make future business decisions, they're going to be well off. I see some of these kids from other teams, I see the stuff they tweet, and I can tell you right now, if they walked in my office, we're looking for a job, I wouldn't hire them at all. I would not hire them. Their attitudes, and believe me, in today's day and age, they check social media. Your employer will check social media. I have seen social media cost people their jobs within the last 6 months. One more thing. Hector, if you're hiring, let me know, man. I can email you a resume. I'm in. I don't want to complain for you, but I'll come work for you. Let me know.